again, we want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule at Great Stone. And a blessed salutation to the Akiums, folk on the earth, pushing the gospel and sensation truth. This is Shalom. This is KFS East, Trinidad and Tobago. And we are the Hebrew Israelites. We're not black. Nowhere in the scripture the Most High call we black. Right? Right? The word black in Deuteronomy 14 and 2 is Kadar, which means what? Dark skin, different shade of brown. Right? And this whole society out of order, right? This whole society out of order. I think it's Isaiah 60 and 2, right? People out there in total ignorance. These people have no shame, they have no discipline, you understand? They have no morals, you understand? And on top of all of that, they're proud, you understand? Yeah, go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 60 verse 2. It says, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people.
Yeah, the darkness cover the earth, the darkness is ignorance. It says, you Israelites out here, you so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native American Indian, and you Confucian faith Israelites, two-thirds they are in darkness. Because y'all don't know your right hand from your left. And what's the light? The light is this gospel. The gospel of peace. Right? This is the light, and y'all refuse the light. So y'all prefer to dwell in the darkness, which is ignorance. And then y'all wonder why y'all plagued with all this disease, and y'all life in a mess. You understand? Your home's broken, your children disrespectful, your wife is hoes. These men is not no men. These men ain't got no balls. Right? All these killings that y'all see happening in these different areas where Jakes overpopulate. Why you think these things happening? Because y'all disobedient. You understand? Y'all disobedience why these things happening. Right? Make it Amos 3 and 1. Continue.
Isaiah 60 verse 2.
Yeah.
For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth,
yeah,
and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
Yeah, the glory, the love, and seen on the elect, which is this knowledge. The Most High give them this knowledge will come and shine this light for who? The ones who are going to believe. You understand? The scripture said 2/3 are going to cut off and die, so we can still let them know it's a judgment. But this gospel is to the elect, right? That they can hear it and be saved. Right? And we look at this whole society, it's upset you because this whole place is a mess. You understand? This whole place is a mess. These children out there have no behavior and have no respect for elders. You understand? These women out there got license to do whatever they feel like. This society give them power. And this is the mistake you make. You can't give this creature no power. You understand? The scripture says, keep your doctrine straightly, or else, let's roughly paraphrase, unless you abuse yourself over too much liberty. And these women out there got too much liberty. These women out there don't even know how to dress. These men out there don't know how to dress. You understand? Yeah, I don't know how to eat. Yeah, but you are proud. You so-called Negroes, Latin and Native American, you are the lowest on the face of the planet, but you are proud. Yeah, go ahead. I can get take up
Amos 3 and verse 1.
Yeah.
Say, hear this word that Yahweh has spoke against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family, which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, You only have I known, and all of the families of the earth.
Yeah.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So this is why you so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native American Indian, and confusion with Israelites, wherever you dwell on the face of the earth. That's why we're going through these things that we're going through. The Most High punishing me for what we iniquities, we sins. Because the Most High give you straight command what we're supposed to do to be in favor, to be favorable in His sight. Are we not doing these things? You understand? You two thoughts not doing these things. That's why you're being plagued. That's why you're being plagued, and you're not considering why these things happening. You understand? Yeah, you got money? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, go ahead.
Peace up. And then that's a back up what the brother saying here, Isaiah 59 verse 1. He said, behold, the Most High Yahweh hand is not shortened that he cannot save, neither is ear heavy that he cannot hear. But your iniquities have separated between you and your power. And your sins have hid his face from you, that he will not hear.
Yeah, his sins. You understand? They dwell in filthiness. Why the Most High say, hey, don't be unequally yoked with unbelievers. The Most High is a separate power. He tell you that. He's a separate power. And the Most High dwell in righteousness. And the Most High give you how to be righteous in his sight. So if you not listen to the Most High, you go in opposite. The Most High not gonna look at you. Even we as natural men, right? We natural men in these bodies, right? Even our women going out the order, we can't stand shit. Or anybody around me being out the order, we can't stand individual. You understand? Because we have a different spirit. Our spirit dwell with order.
That's right.
And so any other spirit around you out the order, we spirit don't like the spirit. You understand? Don't like that. You understand?
And that's the back of the act. And I when I read John the 17th chapter, you know, we're not ready to put a foot into the world. The world would never like us or accept us. And our spirit will not accept the spirit of the world neither. Because as the brother said, we're not even supposed to be equally yoked with an unbeliever now, because what the conversation would lead to. You understand? What the mentality, what these two thirds have, is not the same mentality what a man and the truth have. So how we could mesh, or how we could be in hand, because you could say, well, go over the scene. You understand? They could heal out people, you know. There's no problem with that because they still jakes, but hanging out and going places and getting a relationship with them. It's none of that.
Yeah, because it's only wickedness going to be coming out of them out too.
I work in a prison environment, same thing. What I say, don't be a fellowship with them too now, boy. When you look up the meaning of fellowship, it's to follow. You know what I mean? Or to be around, or to say, well, it's like you graft to them now, boy. You know, because there's ungodliness upon ungodliness. What we say, these Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 17. He said, be not over much wicked, neither be thou foolish. Why shouldest thou die before thy time? But when he say, because in a sense, this scripture here we really talk about too is, if you put your mental state in that dead state, like how Mashiach was saying before, mentally, they say wake yourself out of that dust, that state of mind. And if you become a new creature, you really can't go back into that state of mind. You know what I mean? You go back in that state of mind to be wicked, to do foolishness of the world. You know what I mean? That is death. The scriptures talk about that. You know what I mean?
Think about it. Even when you're thinking about it physically, if you are alive physically, you go lie around dead bodies. You go lie around, you go lie in the morgue. So the same way, same with the spirit. You associate yourself with brothers. I know some brothers might cling on to more brother because it's a spiritual thing. You understand? But I've been around brothers more. It's a better thing for a man. So then the same mindset. You know, pull out of the world will not accept me. Because if we start to read out of the scriptures now, boy, right, so it's only conflict coming against you because why? We reading out of the Bible, reading out of the scriptures. But if we was doing something else that the world like, we'd never get confronted with that. And when you are wrong the Akim too, it's only spiritual things will be coming out too. Spiritual things, talk about the kingdom, talk about the downfall of America, talk about prophecy, because at the end of the day, your side is the spirit of prophecy. That's right. And that's why we just come out to post, only prophecies now. Because when the mess of the time diligently, there's the time in our way, we're not really any time to argue, and if we can't get it, if a man don't even read the Bible, what's the sense of talking to him? If we give him a little 2-3 scriptures and he still can't get the simplest thing like milk, like move on. Not for him. And they go on. You know, you're there to only wake up the elect. Because as it is written in the law, all the first fruits is the Most High own. He first cut off the top. So that's how we sanctify back the first fruits to the Heavenly Father.
Can.
Yeah, sir. Not everybody.
That's why even have a statue of first fruit. You know what I mean? So the Mosai went on. Mosai gave up his only begotten.
First fruit.
You know what I mean? Highest gave up his only begotten for it. You know what I mean? So we had to really think into that. We had to start thinking into that for real.
So that's why this work, as the brother said last week, and I read touch my spirit last week when the brother mentioned, and the people say, boy, you're not supposed to fuck with the Most High word because you put the word above the name. So when you come into this truth, always remember what you sign up for, because you sign up to your house side.
Can.
And you don't understand what your house side went through. He was obedient until death.
Can.
So we had that same mindset. We can't be frightened no more.
1 Peter 4 verse 1.
Yeah, so we can't be frightened no more. We had to live with our faith as fair. We had to live with.
Can bring all that? 1 Peter 4 verse 1.
You gotta plug out that matrix. Plug out because you know why? You see emotions have a big part to play.
Can.
Yeah, someone saying you gotta plug out that this world.
Can.
Because you gotta will be willing to give up your own children, boy. Your own wife, your own children, your own coming out from you.
Can.
To come and to die for the Father. You understand?
The 1 Peter 4 verse 4.
4 verse 1.
4 verse 1. The 1 Peter 4 verse 1. For as much then as Mashiach had suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind, for he that had suffered in the flesh had ceased from sin.
Can.
He suffered from the flesh, there is plenty things.
But just like with the brother was saying there too, you have to arm yourself likewise with your outside. You understand? You have to get in that same mindset.
You know what it spiritual now, boy.
Good.
Scripture say the Most High raising up the tabernacle as David of old, right? You can have men, and the stats of them men and them had in that King David army and thing now, but the house of David is not no fucking jokey man.
Can.
There's not no emotional men, and there's not like a straight men. Men
just deal like men.
Yea is yea.
Nay is nay.
Nay is nay. Yes is yes, no is no.
Can.
There's not no two lying and no questioning. If a man say no, first.
Cannot butting up, no sugar coating, nothing.
And now what we doing?
Can.
Because when you come in to educate these people, right, and we bring on scriptures, we're not mixing it. We reading from the scripture, we're not mixing it.
Full blast.
You understand? It's the full thing again, the full truth.
Can.
It's the full truth.
Full truth and nothing but the truth.
Can.
You understand? And that's all we could do.
Can.
That's all we could do.
But that's all we could do.
That's all we could do.
Could only bring out the truth.
Can.
Because you see, we have it. Just like with the brother start off with it. We had our light.
Can.
You know what I mean?
I read on 4 verse 4 too. Saying when, in 1 Peter 4 verse 4, he say when they think it's strange that you run not with them, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You run not with them to the same excess of rioting, speaking evil of you.
Can.
So when you really run with them to the time, you don't serious, you is boy. I mean, that way the scripture don't know say good with evil speak out.
Yeah.
So you know what? Let's come out here and not being on nobody and not, you know what I mean? Of breaking the Most High Lord. They watch us change. They just see their face, they watch us change.
Can.
There's what something to happen, like out of the ordinary now, boy. They will do something out of time. Man. This area has changed, but what you like, whoa, you know, murder man.
Can.
You will listen to Sparta, Rising Gun. You know what I mean? And we here, and the pastor what you like, whoa, they watch us change, they watch you weird.
Can. Cause just like what Lamar was now saying it too. You understand? Like when you ain't run with them, like you ain't be around them. What conversation you could have, right? Around them, right? It's only wickedness. But when you bring out the truth, you understand what you say? Well, the Most High can destroy this place, boy. They go watch it like. What you talking about? Because see, they will be talking about boat ride and all them kind of thing.
Can.
You understand? But when you say, hey, the Most High will destroy this place, boy, them go watch your strange. They will think you're strange, boy. Like, Because you're not talking no birthright thing with them. You're not talking no wickedness with them.
And I just pray the Most High separate us from the world.
Can.
When I read John 17, the Most High said them who the Father give them a dying and none of them are lost.
John 17 and 9.
So even if Yahushua wasn't of the world, the men that was standing up for Yahushua, you understand, who's standing up for righteousness in this last days, who given the life and like how Yahushua gave the life. You understand, them will not be of this world neither.
Can.
How do you feel? That we should be offended if somebody come and say, boy, they don't like me and they don't like how we preach them, we don't care.
Can. I think you should bring all that precept for you now. John 17 and 9 by that point.
Ezekiel 9 and verse 4, somebody figure that. Ezekiel 9 and 4, white men crying out here.
Sighing and crying every day.
I mean, better life to give the Most High praise is awesome. When you start to think about all these days that a good training they come by, telling you, and that's some men, I want to say my position or how I is to the average or above. You know what I mean? But there are some men going through it harder too.
Can.
You understand? So I watch my situation the same way. Look how I feeling. Far less for my brother then. You understand? Far less for other brothers who have their tough too.
Can.
This is Ezekiel 9 verse 4.
Come on.
And the Lord Yahweh said unto him, go to the midst of the city, to the midst of Jerusalem, and Jerusalem is a people, before it's a place. You understand? Jerusalem is a people, before it's a place.
Ezekiel 5 and 5. Ezekiel 5.
Bring it to the car.
This is Ezekiel chapter 5 verse 5. He said, thus said the Lord power, this is Jerusalem, I have set in the midst of the nations and country that are round about her.
And, you know, that's just precept upon precept right there, line upon line.
You can't set a land in you can't set a land in the midst of the countries. Jerusalem is a people.
Can.
City of peace. These you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American, is a city of peace. But right now, 2/3 of y'all are a bunch of demons. You understand? So the elect going to be the city of peace. Right? As the brother said, Jerusalem is a people before a place.
Before a place. Ezekiel 9 verse 4, and the Lord Yahweh said unto him, go to the midst of the city, to the midst of Jerusalem.
So this is Jerusalem right here. Look them. Them are saying and fucking crying. Now these women out here, all is about themselves. How much attention they get from men. You know how much men can worship them. They don't care. Them are saying and crying for all the abomination.
Can.
And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men. I will say it again. And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Can.
You know, and as the brother was saying just now, you know, because
Same thing you know talking about it in the spirit.
The spirit that
Really like that feeling now.
They don't know why this is happening.
Like that's how it is.
I know about the Most High, and all this is the Most High plan because it's beautiful.
Can. Perfect.
Perfect. When I read Deuteronomy 32, verse 4 and 5, it's one of my favorite precepts. Say the Most High work is perfect.
Can.
All his ways is judgment. All it no hopes with the Most High.
Can.
It no hopes.
Perfect. It no mistake.
It no mistake.
I've had a picture here. It's 2 Peter 2 and verse 7. He say at I read from 6. He say, I'm turning the city Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemning them and overthrowing, making them an example unto those that after who should live ungodly now, right? He's saying here, and deliver just luck, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. This 8 now, for the righteous man dwelling among them in seeing and hearing, vexes righteous soul every day.
So like that. So So Lot was seeing the filthy act. Seeing woman kissing woman, men holding men hand and walking on the street. Seeing the wickedness. Lot was seeing, exactly, Lot was seeing these things and hearing these things. And today we see these same things.
He was saying it. Because everybody was talking about it.
Yeah. And you know what's the funny thing about this whole thing too? Lot was right there. Lot didn't went nowhere until after the most I tell him, hey, you find out on him. She imagine you living all your life saying that. You know what I mean? You actually was going and give your daughter to a wicked man. Hey, here what? Boss? This man I like so boy? My daughter here boy. And them do what that? And them men and them not in the truth. So far, that's how he was feeling. They say, boy, my daughter here, boy, let's.
Yeah.
What is men like?
Who willing to give up his daughter?
But telling her, boy, the righteous man was all wrong. And he even say, well, here what? I will give my daughter to the righteous man. But he tell them, just protect them men. Hey, will take my daughter now. Go up. And they're so wicked, boy. So fucking wicked.
For a man to watch another man and desire another man.
Yeah, can.
Why the most I go have plenty blood to spray by. And for a woman to desire another woman.
Wickedness.
And talk about how she dresses and how she bottom is and things. You know them fucking lesbian and stuff. And that's how Lot was hearing it. Because what you feel Lot they was coming and whisper. No, everybody was within the city. Everybody was talking about it. All the news.
The Harris know a lot living. So that means they are wrong. They know a lot by them know that man.
But the other day on one of brother's channel, that's told him to see 2.5 men, 2 men in a bed kissing. Blatant.
Yes, subliminally, that's in the mindset.
Yeah. But you're bringing it out right now.
Yeah, because even though when you go into your smartphone and thing, you see pop up.
With cartoon thing and cartoon thing too.
Yeah. So like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's what the place to do.
And the action the way you go do and all them kind of thing.
That kind of mad thing. But all that, now when the most I come back and destroy this place, but I be sighing and crying. The reason why I be sighing and crying.
For the abominable acts.
Yeah, because the ones who are showing like myself, you understand? What will be left for them?
Can.
I have to come back, boy. You understand? The most I had to come back.
I have a little piece of here today. It's Amos 5 and verse 15. I read from 14. He says, seek good and not evil, that ye may live. And so that the Lord Yahweh, our power of hosts, shall be with you, as ye have spoken. Hate evil and love good,